Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to share with you how to set up or setting up a new document in Adobe Photoshop. So this is how to set up your document in Photoshop. This is very important, especially if you are starting to learn Adobe Photoshop. So setting up a document is like the same as in, if we compare it to Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint. This is actually, you can go to page setup and set your width and height for your document. So in Photoshop, to check your canvas, the size of your canvas in Photoshop, or the working space of an image, for instance, with this design, you can check the size of the canvas by simply clicking the image and then you click the canvas size. Okay, here you can check that this size of this canvas, or the working space of an image to print, has a 20 inches width. So width is actually the size horizontally. So this is height, is the size vertically. So the unit of measurement used is in inches. So in Photoshop, you can actually set several units of measurement. Here you can choose centimeter, meters, or any other unit of measurement. So me, I prefer to use inches. Okay, so another way to check is to click the image and then you click the image size. So you can see the same width, which is 20 inches, and 8.267 inches is the height. So the resolution is 300. So okay, so that's how to check. So meaning, if you are starting to create, for instance, a tarpaulin, so you can actually check the quality of your image by simply right clicking your mouse anywhere at the workspace or the canvas, and you can click 100%. So meaning the 100% is actually the actual size or actual graphics you print. Okay, you can right click and fit to screen if you want to view all the graphics. So you can click the view, you can uncheck extras to remove these red guidelines. Okay, so for instance, if you are planning to create or make a tarpaulin, so for example, this is actually, you can view this one in screen as it's like a bond paper size, but the actual size of this one, when you check, you can click the image and then click the canvas size. You can see the actual size for printing is, this is 48 inches and 36 in height. So this means when you convert this one to feet, this is actually equal to 4 feet. The width is 4 feet, the horizontal measurement, and the height is 36. So meaning the actual size for this, when you print on a tarpaulin, is 4 feet by 3 feet. So okay, you can actually, if you have a skill of creating tarpaulin, like you can create a simple birthday tarpaulin, a simple congratulations for passing any exams. So you can actually save 150 pesos for the layout. Even a small tarpaulin like 1 foot and 2 feet tarpaulin, you will already pay 150 pesos for the layout, and payment for the size is actually 12 to 15 pesos per square foot, and the pricing for printing tarpaulin. Okay, so you can already save 150 pesos, and you can buy Princess Bea rice for 3 kilos. Okay, so next. So this is actually I created a Facebook frame, so in my profile. So the actual size for this Facebook frame is, you can click the image to check, you can click the canvas size. So this is the actual frame, so 3 inches by 3 inches. For flat, you can check. For certificate, so you can check the graphics, if how clear the graphics are, by simply right clicking 100%. You can see you have a clear graphics and no graphics that are pixelated. See the graphics for vegetables. Okay, that's how to set up a new document in Photoshop. So first, if you are planning to create Photoshop, so from scratch, so after opening the Photoshop environment or interface, you can click, for instance, if you are going to create a tarpaulin, you are planning to create a tarpaulin by for example 3 feet by 5 feet, so you can click file, you click new, and then here there are a lot of templates actually for this is Adobe. I'm using Adobe Photoshop CC 2018, but for Adobe Photoshop CS, you can, or Creative Suite, you can actually the same, if you just know how to set the width and the height. So there are actually additional add-ons on Adobe Photoshop CC. So these are the same template. So these are the size and the resolution. For photos, if you want to create landscape 4 by 6, so there are actually photo paper which has a size of 4 by 6. For inches, portrait 5 by 7. So you can click several templates here. So for print, legal size actually is 8.5 by 14. So the one we are using, the long, is only 8.5 by 13. So okay, but there are actually bond paper which has actually a size of legal. So next letter is for short bond paper. The size is 8.5 by 11. A4 size, it's 210 by 297 millimeter. So okay, let us start. For example, you are going to customize your tarpaulin. You are planning 3 feet in height, 3 feet. For example, the unit of measurement is inches. So you are planning 3 feet. So that's, to convert in inches, that's 36. 5 feet, 5 times 12, that is 60 inches. So okay, orientation, landscape orientation, so meaning the width is greater than the height. So pag portrait, the height is greater than the width. So landscape, so you make sure all graphics that are actually for print, you set that one to 300 resolution pixels per inch. But if you create graphics for web, meaning you are going to upload that one into or upload that one to the web or on the internet, to messenger. So if you want to upload fast the graphics, you decrease the resolution. So for web, it's only 72. For print, that's 300. So actually, if you're going to create tarpaulin, other printers actually cannot support 300 pixels per inch. So for printing for bond paper, you can set that one to 300 for photo paper. So for tarpaulin, you can actually use 100 only, because it's useless to use 300 pixels per inch, wherein the printer cannot support 300 in resolution. Then the disadvantage of using 300, so especially if you are creating a tarpaulin with 8 feet by 20 feet, just like I made in the last graduation program at City Gym, that was 8 feet by 23 feet. So increasing the resolution actually increases the capacity of your file. So meaning, kung for example, if 100, for instance, your file is 1 gig, so if 300, it becomes 3 gig. It multiplies by 3. Okay, so for tarpaulin, you can set that one to 100. This is okay. So 60, this is 5 feet by 3 feet. So you create. So this time you can only view in a small canvas, but the actual size, when you check at the image here, the canvas size is the actual size is 60 by 36 inches. So that's 5 feet by 3 feet. Okay, so this time you can now create your tarpaulin. So to start creating, for example, let us have a basic on how to import images on the canvas using this Photoshop. So in Photoshop Portable, you cannot simply drag the picture. So in full version of Photoshop, you can choose a picture. For example, here we will select one picture here. Okay, for example, this one, you can drag it to your canvas here. Okay, it's loading because the canvas size is 5 feet by 3 feet. So you can now resize. So in graphics, actually, there is a term that is called distorted. So when you resize picture by simply dragging on the side, they call it distorted. The picture distorts because you are not resizing the picture to its proportion. So you can actually undo clicking the edit and then undo here or step back. So when you resize, especially for pictures or images, you can hold down the shift and drag the resizing handles at the corner, anywhere at the corner, then drag, so that you can retain the proportion. You are resizing the picture or enlarging the picture, but you are not distorting by simply holding down the shift key and then dragging the handles, resizing box. Okay, enter. So that's the right way to resize pictures so that you cannot distort or you cannot damage the proportion of the picture. Okay, for example, you are going to type text. You can click the text tool here. For example, you are going to, after clicking the text tool, you move your mouse pointer at the canvas position at the canvas where you want to type the text. So here you can see when you click a tool, and you can see the options bar for the active tool. So the active tool, now you can see it's dark, meaning this text tool is active now, and you can see the options or the options bar for the text tool. So you can see the active color is green, so meaning the color of the text when you type is green. So click anywhere or where you want to type text, you can click. So this time, okay, you can double click. That was accidentally. Double click to edit the text. Again, I'm going to delete this text layer here. Click the text tool and then you can type any text. For example, you have a small text, so you can actually set the size to here 72, for example. Click the 72 again. For example, you type okay, for example, Surigao only text, then click the move tool to accept. So you can actually resize the text without going again to the text tool and then go to the options bar. So you can, the shortcut key to transform is control, hold down the control and then press the T. See, so to resize and retaining the proportion of the text so that it will not be distorted, you can hold down the shift. The same when you resize the picture, so you can type. Okay, so that's how to resize. Release the shift and then press enter to accept. Okay, this time you can now apply blending options to the text. So this is green. You can actually double click. For example, if you want to double click on the T, not on the name of the layer, here the T to edit, and then for example you change the font size to font style to, for example, I'm going to type copper black. Press enter. No, that's Arial. Copper black here for bold text. Okay, this time you can actually change color without going back to text and then the color of the at the options bar. You can right click here at the name of the layer at the Surigao and then left click blending options. Okay, this time at the layer style, you can move this one by simply pointing at the white portion or at the title, the layer style. You can move to so that you can see Surigao text. So this time you can apply all these layer styles, bevel and emboss. You can experiment. So for example, you are going to change the color of the text, you can select overlay here. So overlay, you can change the color of the text by clicking the color. Here you can select several colors here. So for example, you want green here and you want this dark green, you just simply click here. So dark green, if you click here, click, so you just decide what color you are going to customize your text, and then you click OK if you like the color. For example, red, at the red, or here yellow, pink. Okay, so okay, for instance, that's the text you want, and then you can click OK. So for example, if you want to put outline on your text, that is actually the layer style for stroke. Here you can click the stroke. Okay, click the stroke to check, and then you can see the custom stroke. So the default stroke is black. You can see the outline here is black, and the number of pixels is 4. So by holding down this slider and slide it to the right to increase the number of pixels, you can see the text, or the outline of the text gets thicker. So if you want to change the color of the outline, just click the black, here the color. So if you want to have a red outline, so you choose anywhere, dark red or here, and then you click OK. So that's how to put a stroke. So for example, if you want to put a glow here, you can experiment all these layer styles. You can add outer glow, so you just click the outer glow. The outer glow actually is the glow outside the outline of the text or the stroke. So for example, you want white color here, you can select the color of the glow. So I prepare, for example, white, and then you can change the spread and the size. So you see the color outside the text here. So if you want, you can change the blending mode to normal. You click here, and then see, you move this one, and you can see there are already glow outside the text. So you can add noise. You can see you can add noise to your text. And then if you are contented with your design, or you can apply out drop shadow or any layer styles here, you can apply to the text or through to your images. So you click OK. So you can check your text. No, there is a glow, a stroke, and the overlay color. So if you want to add another text, for example, just simply click, or you can copy and paste this one, or you can click again the text. Or if you want to copy this one, just simply click this one, this text layer, and press Ctrl J to duplicate layer. That's actually copy paste. You can see at the layers palette, you have already two surigao, the copy. So by clicking the move tool, this move tool actually moves graphics on the canvas and text. So clicking the move tool, you can actually move the active layer is surigao copy. So by dragging this one, the surigao copy actually moves down. So for example, you are going to edit this one, and You just simply double click, and then you can type the word that you are going to type. So for example, you want to center, just simply move, because the active tool now is the move tool. So okay, that is all how to set up a new document in Photoshop. Thanks for watching. So to save, just simply save and then assign a name to your document.